No. We have to go back a little bit because who are we building around in Memphis then? If it's not John Morant,
It could be Ja, but that sucks. Why are we building around Ja? How far has that gotten them? Are you puzzled or are you trying to come up with an answer?
yeah, but you gotta get a gym like how they be doing the one-on-ones now. I'm gonna do like Mike Beasley. I'm gonna do like Mike Beasley did. What's his name? Lance Stevenson. Yeah, I'm gonna do just like that.
I didn't watch a second of that, so I don't even know. I just seen what Mike Beasley said afterwards. So I really don't.
Yeah, no, he was bugging.
I know he smacked me like what 30
31 to 21. Yeah.
That's how he felt though. He always knew he was a passionate guy.
Yeah,
I think he's also clip farming heavy. I think he's clip farming heavy.
Oh, for sure. Do you think so though? Because like him, I don't know.
Bro,
I get it. I do get it. I get it. But like, just it's sometimes just a little too crazy. I do get it.
To Gil and them talk about it, they said that's just how he is. Like that's how he expresses himself.
But there is some awareness. I think I kind of get how he's coming from. He has some awareness of it, but like
no, he does.
Like,
but where do you pull that out?
It is genuine. It's genuine, but like I think he probably knows how people react to it at this point. That's probably what it is.
The one he said a few days ago was insane.
Which I mean, like
he tried to call out Melo, and then Melo won his pod and said that he won't lose. So I don't know.
If Joe Johnson tried on defense, I would like to see
Carmelo Anthony. You think he's losing to Mike Beasley?
Yes. How old is Melo?
I haven't seen Melo like move in a minute.
I don't know, man. I'm not.
I need to see if you can pull up recent tape on Melo, then I think that's mine.
But he always Melo always says he still works out a lot because of Cayenne. Melo's 41.
Cayenne booty.
Yo.
Where's he going again? He's not going to Q's, is he? Where's he going?
He's going to Q's.
Oh, okay.
He's booty.
We're gonna eat those words.
You're not making it to the league and playing. You're not. You know he's not.
I can't. Mike Beasley's 36. I can't say that yet. I want to say he does in college first, but Cayenne is not trash. Cayenne is not. Cayenne is his gifted young brother.
Or me too.
Facts, we all are in our own way. I appreciate that, Howie.
Did I lose you? Did I
lose you?
Let me know we want to run the ones, bro.
I'm with it.
We can make some arrangements.
Tweet.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Have y'all been seeing the Jersey Mike's? I sent you guys those. I forgot I sent you that.
I started seeing them. They're hilarious. They're hilarious,
bro. It's literally I would hate to be working there. Just how people come up to me randomly.
The one that had me rolling was, can we see Mike on this? That joint had me
can we see?
Like, come on, dude. Is Mike in today?
Yeah, Mike's approval is crazy.
So it's like, get Mike up and moving.
But then, people taking it to the left. People wild.
Oh, my goodness.
Always.
All right. Let's get into it for real. All right. Starting it off, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Fan Therapy episode 29. Grateful to be back with you. Another episode. Got the same panel. Grateful to have my friends back with me. Some of the greatest basketball players you'll ever hear speak. Some of the greatest basketball players I know. So I got him here once again to talk some more basketball. Starting off, I'm going to kick it off with Howie this time. Landmark Conference champion, 1,000-point scorer in his college career. Landmark Conference Rookie of the Year, 3-time Landmark first team, 2-time All-Met first team, D3 Hoops first team All-Region selection. Howie, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. I got a cut. You know what JT said. He said, we get a cut, you top five. So I'm feeling good, man. Top 5.
Heard you. Mal, what are your opinions on the cut? Y'all both fake cut hair, low key.
You see the waves coming in too. Like I've only had my haircut for like maybe a month.
Yo, este tipo sí. Okay. You not spinning, bro.
Nothing?
You're not spinning. It's
All
a
right,
nice fade on the sides, but you're not spinning.
I'm not
I
spinning.
can't lie. It's not the right camera. I can't lie. It's probably the camera.
All right.
I don't know the camera's helping you, but I believe you. I do believe you.
I don't know.
You would just be hating.
What happened to the events though? It's like, you know how they have the lookalike events? Like, you know how they used to have the wave events and people used to come in and
Take off do-rags?
have the suggies on? Yeah.
COVID happened and it never happened again because people get I don't know. I never been to one of those though. Never been to one of those.
Man, maybe COVID was the government. All right, well, next up, Malachi, 2021 landmark champion, back-to-back defensive player of the year in 2020, 2021, super tough. All-time Drew University leader in block shots in the record book. Malachi, how are you doing, bro? What trophy is that?
My papa gave it to me. World's greatest son.
I heard that. That's super tough. It looks like it reminded me of the Dundies from The Office.
Oh, never mind.
Best podcast, Eric. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I can't complain. Happy to talk to you guys tonight, man. Ready to get this show going. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing good. That question always throws me off when it gets thrown back my way. I don't know why I'm there for it. But no, I'm doing good. I'm ready, excited to talk some ball with y'all for sure. Getting right into it. We're gonna force ourselves to talk about it this time. NBA Finals. Just on at the top of the show, we gotta do our due diligence to talk about this. Why aren't we as excited as we are 4 years? I think coming into it, we were kind of like trying to be headstrong. Maybe that's the term for it. And just kind of power through, be like, we're basketball fans. We're going to be just as interested as before. But I know we talked to being interested in the games themselves, but we've also admitted to it just not having that same feel. What do you guys feel about the finals? And why do you guys feel it might not have that same feel that the former ones did?
I mean, now that you asked the question, I started to think a little more. And I think it's because, like, there's no legacy on the line in these finals. I think that's there's no storyline. Yeah. Okay, Shea gets MVP, gets finals. Okay, cool. And she's still not cracking the top 30 players of all time, whatever the case may be. And obviously, we know on the Pacers side of things, at most, Pascal gets 2 rings. Like, there's really nothing. Obviously, Hallie gets his first ring, but it's nothing that people are going to, like, fiend over. Versus like, oh, the Knicks make it to the finals and it's New York, it's the Mecca, or Ant, who's more vocalized and a superstar, brings a trash Minnesota team that's 17 and gets his own ring, kind of following MJ's footsteps, or whatever the case may be, or the Lakers with Bron and Luka. Like, there's no really big storyline, so I don't think people don't really care because I feel like the finals are gonna happen. I feel like even in like the last year's finals with Boston and Dallas, like it was either Jason Tatum's first ring or Luka's first ring. Like, those are 2 household names that you're really paying attention to, and you really had more of a storyline. I feel like people don't really care, like, if Hallie goes and gets a ring or if Shea gets a ring. Like, I don't think people really care at this point. So I think that's why hype is really down. And also, like, I just feel like social media does a bad job with it. Why am I still seeing Knicks posts? Like, the Knicks got eliminated like 3 weeks ago, and we're still like headlining, like talking about the Knicks and talking about Hallie could have been in the Knicks. Like, bro, focus on.
Get away from that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they know too, because they know people are not engaging much with Indiana and OKC. And at the end of the day, that dollars run the world. So yeah, I think that's why we're at the place we're at now.
Good point. What you got, Val?
I agree with Howie there. A lot of people also didn't have a Pacers making it this far. So I guess they kind of, they're like, oh, they're here. Like, if they win, cool, like bonus points. But if they lose, like, cool, they weren't supposed to be here. And me, myself, I really don't honestly care for, like, the first 3 quarters of the game anyway, because no matter how crappy either team plays, is going to be a battle in that fourth quarter. That's when I'm really invested in, having to sit through the first 3 quarters, seeing a bunch of awful turnovers, bad foul calling, bad officiating. Tune in that last quarter, you finally see the team's battling. Even though Game 4, I will credit the officiating kind of got a little suspect in OKC's favor. Call it me hating, whatever you want, but I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough. I'm sure if the Celtics would have been in there, it would be a different story. If the Knicks were in there, it would be a different story. But I'm not even sure if the Cavs are in there, like how it would look. I'm not sure if people really care to watch the Cavs play since they've been killing it all year, and I didn't watch a Cavs game up until the playoffs. So I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a small market like we spoke about last week or whatever it may be, but I don't know. It's still good basketball regardless, though. Also, think
I think that really just emphasized the problem really for me when I was watching, because I'm watching the games and I'm locked into it. As I drop my AirPod, I'm locked into it, and I'm just thinking like, making sure my sound's all good. My fault. I'm just making sure. There you go. I'm just thinking like the basketball's really good, and it's like that's just not the problem. And even for me, usually that's usually enough for what I would think. Maybe I just would like to think that I'm just such a basketball fan that I would like it so much, like to put myself over in that way. But it's just when you're after the game's over, I'm just not thinking about it the same. Probably because there's no Curry, there's no Braun, there's no storyline really, there's no rivalry. Just it's really the two best teams, the two teams that played their best system really got there at the end. Y'all mentioned kind of the leaning on the Eastern Conference side. Do you really think it's kind of really the Pacers really getting through is what's really doing it? You think if it's you think another Western Conference team maybe could have brought more excitement? Or do you think it's really just kind of on that Eastern Conference side, given the OKC Thunder were kind of in the lead the whole way?
I mean, I think personally, if it was either Denver, LA, or Warriors, I think we would have more views. And on the Eastern side, I would say Knicks or Boston. That's about it. And maybe Giannis, just off the fact of people trying to put him in the greatest power forward ever, and he was able to lead that team, then that would be kind of impressive. But other than that, like, I don't know, like the Cavs, I don't think I would have paid attention to them either, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure so much about the Nuggets because they probably would have been like, because you got that on lock. Obviously, the Lakers because of Braun, Warriors, Curry, and then Celtics, Knicks. Yeah, that's about it. Because the Rockets, no, Grizzlies, no, Timberwolves, maybe, but who wants to watch Rudy Gobert get any type of buckets?
I don't.
I don't know. I think it's those four. Obviously, some of the biggest markets in the whole league. So
I agree, and even Milwaukee's not the biggest market, but I think how you kind of pointed out Giannis, and I think that kind of brings in twofold. One kind of puts in the star factor of Tyrese and kind of puts that in check a little bit more, regardless of his play on the court. And then also just like the overall play style of just people, that play style is just more exciting to fans. Somebody just crosses half court, takes one or two dribbles and dunks the ball. I think those are probably two reasons as well. Just the play style. I guess there's people exciting like that, but the main stars aren't really that playing style. There's no Curry, who's absolutely the best in the world at shooting threes. There's no LeBron, who's just overall a superstar. Who else have we seen?
I would even take the Clippers making it. Yeah. See Harden get his first ring. See Kawhi get his fourth.
Kawhi, exactly. Yeah. There would be a storyline there with Kawhi making it back. And wow, yeah.
So I mean, Adam Silver folded. He it was multiple teams he could have used, but he decided. You said what?
Huh? What?
What'd you say?
Nothing, bro.
Oh, all right.
All right, pushing away from the NBA briefly. Y'all were talking about it before we brought the crowd into it. 1v1 basketball kind of in the limelight. I'm gonna say again, just maybe even for the first time. I think everybody's wondered what it'd be like for their favorite NBA players to go up against each other, and I don't think too many people's favorite players went up against each other in this specific game, but definitely two players I was excited to see play a one-on-one. I was excited to watch play in the league. Michael Beasley's obviously amazing, very skilled basketball player that we've only seen so limitedly in the league, even though he had a really amazing basketball career overall. Before, during, after, let's kick it off before. When you guys first heard about oh my goodness, when you guys first heard about Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson playing one-on-one, how did you guys feel?
You can go first, Mal.
I'm gonna kick it right back to you because I just didn't care. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, like I cared. Yeah, like go ahead, Mal. Go ahead.
Because I know how it's gonna go. I'm sure if we pull up the tape, it was looking like clean hoops after a while. When bread's on the line, Eagles are on the line, people are going to start playing aggressive, and it's not basketball no more. So, and I didn't care for either of those guys that they were playing. So I'm like, why? Go get that money, I guess. But, whatever.
That's real. Before you, Howie, did the concept, like, does the concept intrigue you at all? Or was it just kind of the players kind of playing that really kind of deterred you?
One-on-ones is tough. I mean, I don't even watch the guys on YouTube like Free and all them. I don't care for those guys either. But I'm sure if you get some tough players that actually care for to play, it'll be tough. It'll be tougher. Like even Brandon Jennings is talking with a bunch of people.
Yeah, I saw that.
Jennings, I think he's tough, but who wants to watch Brandon Jennings versus Pat Bev? Like him versus Ty Lawson. Like I'm not tuning into that.
Guy.
So I'm sure if the names are a little better, like better player. I mean, it could be tough one-on-one players, but guys that were actually bigger names in the league, I'll probably tune in.
How did you feel when you first heard about this?
Like, I don't know. I saw it and I was like it's cool. Like what Mal said. When it comes to the money aspect, I think that's cool. Like, go get your bread post career. But like, I just named like Michael Beasley's 36, bro. You're out your prime. I don't really care. I know it's gonna get super physical and go from things like that. And basketball is more than just a one-on-one sport. Like, it looks good, but also his game. He's not like a crazy like one-on-one player. Like, you tell me Kyrie gonna play somebody one-on-one? I'm gonna see some ankle breakers, see some tough shots. Michael Beasley got some tough things, but it doesn't really draw me. Like, I'm not gonna go out my way to make sure I watch it.
Heard that. I'm actually surprised by your takes on this one. I thought at least one of y'all would be a little more interested. I get how y'all are saying you guys are a little more interested in it conceptually.
Yeah.
Is there a matchup? I don't even think we can dig through the retired players, but like realistically, like keeping the LeBrons and the Currys out of it, is there an interesting matchup that y'all would like to see? I'm trying to think myself.
I want to see, and it's never going to happen, but this is going to come from a point of just proving haters wrong. But I would love to see Bron play one-on-one. There's a stigma that everybody thinks Bron doesn't have a bag. And I keep telling everybody, Bron has a bag. He doesn't need to use it.
I really got a bag.
Thank you. Bron has a bag. You just see it from time to time because he doesn't have to use it. Because he's just physically bigger and stronger than everybody and smarter than everybody. But everybody's like, oh, Bron doesn't have a bag. You can't, like, bro, Bron has a bag. And I think in a one-on-one setting, I don't think you'd be able to have to use it. I think you still just bully everybody. But if you really want to pull out some crazy stuff, you would be able to and just shut the haters up. But he doesn't have to do that. So, but that's what I would love to see.
No, absolutely. And when the LeBron propaganda comes out, that usually means we're kind of done with the topic. So we'll move on swiftly to.
I got one.
You got something to add, Mal?
Yeah, I think that it just popped to my head now, but I think D Book versus Shea will be pretty tough. Those are two guys that are super crafty.
That's a good one.
they're gonna get there no matter how good of defense they're playing. So they could both shoot the hell out of the ball. I think that would be a good battle. They're both fairly young, about the same size. So I think they'd actually go at it. I think that'd be tough.
Absolutely. No, yeah. I would say watching the event, I think going into it, I guess I was a little more skeptical. How'd you guys feel about like what you guys saw? Was what you guys saw kind of just on par with what your expectations were kind of before? I know not you guys all didn't finish it, but
I saw it a little bit, but it was like it wasn't nothing crazy. He's like getting super physical, it'd be like stupid fouls, and then it'd be like, all right, bro, like is this you're just gassing, like everybody's in it, every shot gets gassed, like bro, like I don't know, it's not like something I'm feeling to watch.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it was the matchup because like I think where I do disagree is I think I was kind of excited to see Michael Beasley play a little bit. I think I'm kind of a fan of just his game in general, but I think where it went wrong is like just kind of Lance just doesn't really have anything to like match that. Like that's not really he's not like a 1-on-1 player. Like he can kind of get to a shot in a 5-on-5 situation, but like a 1-on-1 game to 30 is only going to show so much. So I think they kind of just had to take the matchups they could because there's only so many former NBA players willing to put their like I guess legacies or egos on the line at this point to do it. So I think overall, I think I was kind of like leaning towards like what you guys were saying about like the event, but I think watching it gave me like a little hope. But they had to stop it over and over again.
Bro,
I think
all over it. Like every time it stops that many times, it's not good.
And that was bad, but the basketball was good. Go ahead.
I didn't watch the ball dribble once. I don't know what type of shots to put up or anything, but I heard people speak about it. And bro, Howie, we've played ones thousands of times. When have we ever gone 30 straight buckets, bro? That's a lot.
No, it's literally, but like maybe okay. So look at it this way. Maybe it's the format then. Maybe they should do spots like how we do. You go 3-4 different spots to 11 and do it that way. Win a spot.
Bro, there's times where we do one spot, maybe two, and we need a quick breather, bro. It's gonna turn into bad regardless when you're fatigued and gassed. You know, if he blows by me, I'm gassed. I know damn well I'm not gonna recover and get a stop. I'm gonna grab him, foul. You're gonna go right back up top. You know, it's gonna be the same thing over and over. But you give me a breather, maybe catch my breath. I could play a little bit of defense, but you know, I don't know. That format needs to change going forward. I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna be, because I know that was like Friga's little thing. So I think that's how they run it. But you know, once you start getting bigger names out there, NBA guys, they're not gonna want to play for, you know, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. And the other thing, the games were long too, especially like the ones before, like I would say like the NBA games with the stops was like as long as like the other ones with like that were just straight basketball. Like I think that was another issue. Like I think just guys were the stage kind of got to certain players but I think overall, I don't know. I think it came out okay. For sure. I think I'm interested. I would see it again. I'm interested to see how they build on it.
They could learn it. Yeah, they could build on it. On it.
Yeah, they can. I think it's gonna be like all right, we're gonna get a little sidetracked, but I think I said this in one of the group chats the other day. I think the best thing post like NBA, I think I've seen has been the Big Three League. Like I'd rather see it in a 3-on-3 setting than a 1-on-1 setting. Can't go to slam ball false NBA. That's a nasty drop off.
Big Three. Have you watched a little bit of this season? I saw who is playing this year.
I watched a game. I think yesterday I watched a game. I watched a game yesterday between I think it was Dwight Howard's team and Michael Beasley's team or whatever. They do get nasty there too. Like it's older. Physical. But like I think it's a good, like I can watch it and be entertained. It's still basketball. You still kind of get that 1-on-1 setting, but it's still in the team, and it's not too hard on you where it gets too sloppy too quick.
Yeah, and it's like a semblance of a half court like.
That's what I'm saying. It's not horrible.
Basketball. Yeah, absolutely. All right, I think we can keep it pushing on to what we got next. Moving back away from slam ball, the big three and one-on-one tournaments, we got NBA Greek Freak Giannis. He may be looking for a new team, maybe looking for just a new situation at the moment. I think things have started to just kind of wither and Milwaukee a bit. They've tried new things. They've tried trading in Damian Lillard that needed time, and as we're seeing, time isn't necessarily the answer. It's kind of almost the worst thing that could possibly happen to that situation. And then they're wow. I'm actually like just live like going back through all the moves they made. They've traded Chris Middleton
Kuzma.
for for Kyle Kuzma. They hired they hired they hired Tweedledee Doc Rivers, who brought his buddy Darren Ham. Guess his nickname. And then they just gone. Oh my goodness, they just gone. Yeah, they just made so many bad. Honestly, very Knicks-esque. Honestly, that's as far as we're gonna bring the Knicks into it. I don't even know if they deserve that straight. Mal's giving me the thumbs up, so I'll keep going with it. But it's really just, man, this wasn't even exactly where I was taking this topic, but just started going through where the Bucks have gone and the moves they've made. Recently, just popular ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith. Everybody knows him. Everybody has an opinion on him. He recently just kind of went on one of his screamings about how Giannis is kind of just underachieved in the league, and I think there's ways to look on it of him being right, him being wrong. We can kick it off kind of from that lens. Have you guys feel like Giannis kind of should be worried about his stance and like his legacy? To kind of further frame that, his goals are kind of seem to be ranked well solidified within that top 15, 20 of all time kind of range, as well solidified as one of the greats. Do you think he needs to be worried about underachieving at this point?
No. I'll start because you brought in that Knicks little piece, and it kind of clicked for me. Like, yeah, the Bucks are really wild because they won the chip 4 years ago,
2021. Yes, sir.
What was the closest that they've gotten since then? The second round, maybe? A bunch of first round exits?
First round. They've been first round exits to the Pacers back-to-back years.
And it's like, what happened? Like, I don't understand how. Same with the Suns on the West, but that's a whole different story. But, like, what happened, and obviously, to circle it back, it's tough with Giannis because a few of those times he wasn't there due to injury. But, he's a hell of a player. He's a great, beyond great. He's a top 3 guy in the league. This year, he put up MVP numbers. It was just outshined by 2 other guys who had team success, and Jokic just putting up better numbers all around. But, he could be an MVP in many other seasons. He's a top 10 player, easy, when it's all said and done. But it's tough, man. I don't think it's fair to throw underachieving into the mix with it, because I think that's something that you could throw under your boy Embiid's name, because he has nothing. He has nothing besides that MVP. But Giannis has 2 MVPs, a DPOY, a chip. When he's playing, when he's available, you're winning. This year was a little different, I guess, against the Pacers, but Dame wasn't there. He was still averaging 30 and 10, if that. So I think Stephen A., I'm not sure what his MO is, but he's just been nasty with his takes as of recently. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he needs to eat or do to get right back in a good bag, but he's been on one. To say Giannis is an underachiever is insane, bro. Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to let the Joel Embiid straight slide. I think Joel Embiid has underachieved. We'll talk about the Sixers at some point. I'm very excited for that day. I think for Giannis, I think specifically, looking at what Stephen A. said, to describe him as underachiever is wrong. But I think what he could have said is like he's underachieving if you're looking at these past if you're looking at his post championship year. I think after that you can probably say like he's not meeting his standards for what season should look like. Hence him wanting to leave. Probably hence him looking to leave. I don't know if he necessarily wants to at this point, but hence him looking to leave. And then when you kind of just look at the situation he's been in, I'm sure he has a lot of influence at that team, but somebody at the end of the day, it's somebody in the front office job to put the right pieces in the building. I think Dame probably wasn't the worst idea, but when that necessarily wasn't working, the way they tried to supplement it was just strange and it was just odd, honestly. And it didn't seem like they really had too much ideas past Dame and Giannis just really pulling the team. And when certain players just started falling off, they just not even falling off, just getting injured and not really meeting the standards that they were the championship year. They couldn't really flip and get new players in. Just bad organization, bad. Obviously, yeah, absolutely. You get on this one, Howie?
Yeah, I'll say something quick. Anytime we're talking about Charles Barkley as one of the greatest power forwards, Giannis is nowhere close to underachieving. The brother is 30 years old. He's fine. Like I think he still has at minimum a good 4 years where he'll be a top 5 player in the league, long as he's healthy. So I think he's fine. Even if he was to retire right now, I think he'll still be a top 5 power forward of all time. So I think he's fine there. But hey, we'll see. But yeah, the Bucks are doing him no service. They're doing him a disservice badly. They're screwing him because he wants to stay there. Yeah, he wants to stay there and build, and he has a whole family. But like they're screwing him badly. They're screwing him badly. So hey, we'll see.
He doesn't owe them anything else for sure.
No,
he definitely gave them all he needed to. And actually, speaking of Joel Embiid, maybe if he needs to leave, he can just come to Philly. We'll just give him Joel, and we'll just rock out from there. See,
that's not an equal trade
at all. At all.
Can't even do
at all.
He's unhappy though. That
brings Magic in Memphis talking. Crazy. Come on, boy.
Literally. Speaking of players that actually did get traded, Desmond Bane is on his way to Orlando for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Cole Anthony, 4 first-round picks. And then there's a future pick swap in there. I don't even know the years on that, but before the season even ended, we got kind of blockbuster-ish Desmond Bane, very good player. Going to a team that was in the playoffs looking to make that next jump. They already got their centerpiece in Paolo, so they're looking to build around it. What are your guys' opinions on this trade? Pretty immediate reaction so far.
Shout out to the Grizzlies, man. They robbed Orlando. Shout out to them. They did their thing. They got a bunch of draft picks. They're gonna keep building around Josh. Shout out to them. Desmond Bane going to Orlando. Ooh. That does not. I'm literally slumped. Exactly what Malachi Walker just did. I'm slumped off that. They're still going to be a 6 to 8 seed team, and not going to do anything.
They're building around who? Oh. The Grizzlies are building around John Morant.
Oh, you're talking about the Grizzlies. You're talking about the Grizzlies.
Keep talking. The Magic
are you serious right now?
Be 6-7. What else are you saying? Magic gonna be 6-7 seed. What else? Please go.
That's all I said. But no. We have to go back a little bit because who are we building around in Memphis then? If it's not John Morant,
it could be Ja, but that sucks. Why are we building around Ja? How far has that gotten them? Are you puzzled or are you trying to come up with an answer? What are we doing here?
Are you serious right now?
How far have they gotten building around with Ja as the center piece?
Have they not gone? When they get to the second round or Western Conference Finals? Was the second round?
No, okay. Thank you. Justin, if you have the answer available, please let me. Do you know how far they have actually gone?
How far have they got? I think second round. How far?
I know second round for sure.
All NBA talent.
Y'all got to talk when I'm looking up stuff.
He is that. That's the furthest that they've gotten. All NBA player. He is that. DPOY All-Star Jaren Jackson. and an all-star-esque player in Desmond Bain with a lot of good role players. You're telling me the furthest you got in is the second round? What are we doing here?
Second round.
Were they not a 2-3 seed like last year before?
He has one CP3 ring, and then that's about it.
What is a CP3 ring?
He reached the second round.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, but I actually was gonna take this somewhere though. I actually was gonna take this somewhere and I forgot.
CP3 ring is crazy.
No, John. Oh, I was about to say, no. I'm all for trading players when their value is the highest. But are there a lot of teams willing to take Ja even at this time? I think this kind of goes to your point, kind of Mal in a way, and maybe
As long as they're not getting robbed.
Even goes to both your points of why they're having to kind of keep him build and why they're. I can see both sides.
I was favoring Howie's side before I actually started doing my own research. Desmond Bain has been shooting the hell out of the ball since he's got drafted.
He's good.
You know,
he's good.
And he's going to a better team now. Team now.
Himself has had more 30-point games than Magic guards since 2010. Since that time, there's only been I forget the math on it. Since he's gotten drafted in 2021, something like that, there's only been 8 30-point games from Magic guards. Himself has had 20 plus. Feel me? The brother could score the ball. He shoots 40% from the three. Until as of right now, I think the Magic won the trade because we don't know what those draft picks could end up looking like. Right. It could end up being a bunch of jabronis. If it ends up that they're some crazy players, and obviously you got a different conversation. But KCP isn't the same KCP from the Nuggets. He just played awful.
Oh God, no, he's awful.
Not. In Orlando. And
Desmond Bain, it's a good pickup.
Cole Anthony, what is Cole Anthony really going to do for the Grizzlies? You have Ja, and then you have
trade
Junior off the bench, who is a facilitating one.
They're gonna release him. Oh my gosh! Or somebody's gonna release him.
Release who?
No.
Release who?
Cole will stay.
Release who?
Cole will play. Who's the other guard? Who's the other guard?
Scottie Pippen Jr.?
No, not Scottie Pippen Jr. I'm talking about Cole.
God, Howard. Oh my!
Not Scottie Pippen Jr.
Wasn't Cole playing for the Magic?
Scottie Pippen Jr. was hooping. Cole was only playing because Jalen Suggs got hurt.
Jalen Suggs was hurt. No, but also Anthony Black and Tristan Da Silva. Tristan is the 3, but they had to play. It was Gary Harris. It was between Gary Harris, Anthony Black, and Cole Anthony.
Gary Harris.
I think they like Anthony Black low key.
They do.
He's like a 6'7" guard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it makes sense for the Magic in terms of they're practically traded for points, and I think it makes sense for the Grizzlies because obviously from this trade you can tell they just didn't want to pay him. So if you're not going to pay him, how many picks was it again? 5. Yeah. You're getting 5 overall first rounders. Oh, 4 first rounders overall. I think. That's decent. But again, the Magic are gonna their picks aren't going to be that high. They're going to be in the playoffs.
So. The Celtics are looking. The Celtics aren't looking like they're going to be a top 2 seed again with JT being out.
Right.
So that bumps them up. Also, if Jalen Suggs comes back, when Jalen Suggs was playing and they were fully healthy, they were like a 3 seed, 3-4 seed. So you bring back a 3-point scorer, which they haven't had. They already play some of the best defense in the league. I think they could finish around the 3-4 again. It could be Cavs, Knicks, them, Pacers. Let's see what the Bucks end up doing. Sixers could also be up there, but I think
we're gonna be up there, bro.
Don't start.
We're literally drafting an all-star.
Who?
Whichever one we take. Whichever one we take.
Okay, let's see if people can stay healthy, but I don't know. I think this move for the Magic right now could end up working out for them.
No, I know. I like it.
Everyone,
I like it. I like it for the Magic. I get it for the Grizzlies. I don't know. I don't think anybody else was gonna throw that. But again, just what it's gonna shake out to in the end.
That team is gonna. They're all young. They have what? Franz is 6'10", Paulo 6'10", Mo Wagner,
nasty.
Jonathan Isaac.
I think they still have some money too. They haven't paid many people. They're going to have to pay Desmond at some point, unless they already did. But they'll have to pay him. But they'll still have room.
They'll have plenty of room. Let's see. Everyone has to stay healthy, though. Obviously, I mean, health is wealth.
Facts. Not worry too much about that. All right. Yeah, we got a good award. Who wants to kick this off? Or should I'll actually throw this off, frankly, because I'm scared somebody's gonna take mine. Jalen Williams, NBA Finals 40.
That's mine too.
We can just talk about it. Let's just talk about it. We can just talk about it. Let's just talk about it. There's no worries. Let's just all right. Jalen Williams, 40 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. NBA Finals. He's really shown, even away from this game, he's really shown up in this NBA Finals. I think the question was, is his game is he gonna be able to play well away as good as he can play at home? And he's shown that. And then again, when they go back home, he drops a 40 ball. What's your reactions to that?
I mean, I'm impressed. I like J-Dub personally. I like him on the court and off the court. I rock with him heavy. The thing now is how does game 6 and potentially game 7 go is going to determine, based off what he's done and what Shai's done, the next game or two is going to really determine who gets Finals MVP. It's no longer clearly going to be Shai. Like J-Dub's he averages a little bit more in points and rebounds, but Shai averages like 6 more points. I think the next game or two figures it out, honestly.
No. Wrong.
Why?
Shai has that on lock. Shai has that on lock.
I don't think it's on lock.
Do you know the last person to win MVP and Finals MVP in a season was?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Justin, do you know?
Oh, not LeBron.
I do not know. Oh, is this
LeBron in 2013 in Miami?
Yeah, that's LeBron. Yeah.
Okay. What was that? 12 years ago? And Shai could be the first person to win all 3 with this new WCF MVP. Why would they not give it to him? That's a great look for him. Why would you give it to Scottie Pippen?
I don't know. You say the same thing why we didn't give it to Jason Tatum last year.
So quick fact check. Jokic did it in 22-23.
No. Embiid won it that year. Remember? They gave him the Year Brother Damn award.
Year Brother Damn.
Year Brother Damn award.
Here, take it, bro.
Yep. They ruined his chance.
Oh, you are right. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Did me wrong.
I don't know, bro. They be picking and choosing because they could have did it. They screwed Steph. We thought Steph should have got that, and they give it to Iguodala.
Yeah, I'm still.
What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Let me. He he guarded the best player in the world, one of the best players we've ever seen.
LeBron still averaged 30. We acting like LeBron got shut down.
He did enough.
So, this needs to be put in the Bron documentary when we talk about it. Did enough, average 30.
I absolutely need to be putting that.
This is insane.
I need to be Justin Harris, fan therapy enthusiast.
This is crazy.
Jokes fan.
I don't know, bro. I think like if it goes game 6 and because J-Dub's gonna have more rebounds, he's gonna have more stocks. So I think it comes down to if he catches up within the points per game. Don't let Shai have. If Shai has a bad game and J-Dub has a good game, he's getting the MVP. I'm sorry.
It has to go 7, I think, for Jalen to catch up.
I think it gets 7 too. I think it goes 7. I think a series goes 7.
Oh J-Dub is averaging. Wow. That's terrible for me. I should ask that earlier. Go ahead.
J-Dub is averaging 25, 6 and 4 on no blocks and 0.8 steals, shooting 44, 31, 83.
Okay.
That was a lot, but that's what he's putting up. Shai is averaging 32. 5 and 5 with 2 blocks and 2.4 steals on 47, 30, 92. And you
30 from the 3?
Huh?
30 from the 3?
30 from the 3, yeah. The last game he shot 0. He didn't make one. He went 0-3.
What did he shoot from that? What did he shoot from the 3 in the regular season? Can you get that quickly or not?
Yeah, give me one quick second. From the 3 regular season, he shot 37.
Okay,
Oh, that's pretty good.
He shot 41, 37, 89. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's actually insane. But they can't, bro. I think that makes already I guess a whack finals even worse. You gave it to the
It
second.
does. But I'm saying right
I
now,
don't think people are gonna watch that far.
right now, I'm giving it to Shea. I'm giving it to Shea hands down right now. But I'm saying if it's not on lock, because if Shea doesn't show up, if Nemhard has a game where he's in Shea's behind again, and it comes down to Jalen Williams, even if they lose game 6, Jalen Williams had 30 and Shea has like 12, not 12, like 20 something. Then game 7, if Shea's not the leading scorer again, they're gonna give it to Jalen Williams. They're gonna come down to game 7.
If that happens, then they're not winning this. They're not winning.
They're gonna lose a series.
They're gonna lose.
I mean, if you put up 40, I don't know how it's hard to lose putting up 40. I don't know.
They were losing up. Shea had 20. They were losing. He ended up with 35, and they won.
We'll see.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, J-Dub's playing. He's playing great. I mean, their success is due to how he's playing, especially because Chet's been okay, but obviously J-Dub came to play, and they're up 3-2 right now. So very impressed by that, brothers.
Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like Chet's had his moments, but I feel like I haven't really noticed him in too much. But yeah, he had a 21 game, 14. Yeah, I think he's been honestly just kind of doing his job. 15 boards in a game.
I think game 3 he started off super hot. He had like 13 points in the first quarter and finished with like 20 on bad efficiency. So, he's showing the flashes, but who knows?
Pushing on. Got a throw in my head. Who you got? Who's first?
Go ahead, Mal.
I'll give it to the Pacers, man. I think they deserve it as a whole. I'm not sure what the hell happened game 4.
What the hell?
They had it.
The heavy, I was about to say.
They were up 10. And I don't know, man. I'm not sure if it's because of the officiating. I know I've seen a push off into a travel, into a bucket. The brother was held to 20 points up until the 4th, and he finished with 35, had 8 free throws. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they were about to go up 3-1. Whole series could have been over. Could have looked different. But now Hallie looking like he's almost done with that calf strain. Ben Mathurin came in missing clutch free throws, awful turnovers. After playing well the game before, Miles Turner hasn't been doing good. Naismith, Nemhard, their defense is
Turner is dirt.
Who?
Miles Turner is dirt.
Yeah, he's playing like it.
He's not playing good, unfortunately. I like him a lot too. He isn't playing well.
So I don't know. They win 2 games on their home court. I mean, again, the series is looking way different, but now they're on the brink of elimination. So I mean, I'm proud of them getting this far, obviously, but it's not looking too good. Not looking too good at all.
Yeah. Howie, I think yours is separate, but mine is kind of within Mal's. Just Halliburton went 0 for 5, 0 points in the entire second quarter. Game 5, that's just not allowed from the best player on the team. Can't happen in the finals.
Nope.
Yeah, I think that's mine. Go Hal.
All right, so mine is we're still on the NBA, but mine is a draft prospect. A brother by the name of Ace Bailey. So it was announced today that he's been like basically declining workouts for teams in the draft, and due to that, he's possibly be slipping out of like a top 3 pick. Don't know how true those is. Obviously, it's a lot of rumors, but I thought about it at first. I was low-key on his side, but then I thought about it again. I was like, wait, I think he skipped the draft combine. And also like watching Rutgers this past year and actually watching a few games, he had a good year, but it wasn't like a Like it wasn't like a Zion year where you're like, yeah, he's number one pick over automatically, or like a Cooper Flag where he played well and they won. And he's like, okay, he's probably going to be a top pick. I think Ace did his thing, but I don't think it was automatically sought out. So my thing is, as a young brother, don't miss out on your bag because we've already learned with Shador in that situation how slipping to the fifth round. Yeah, if you're a top 13 pick, you're guaranteed a certain amount of money. But if you get out of that, then I don't know. So I just hope he doesn't ruin his chances. I hope whoever's in his corner doesn't lead him to a bad path. And hopefully he makes a better decision. Because I also forgot that he's not 6'10" like I thought. He's really 6'7". So and there's a lot of those guys running around. So hopefully a good guy in his corner. Like, yo, start showing some of these workouts. The NBA is different. You can't just pick and choose. Kind of gotta go with the system. But yeah, that's my throw my head award. So I don't really know too much into it, but based off the information that I do know, that's where I'm going with it.
I hear you, Hal. I think as a Sixers fan, I'm definitely very interested in all of these kind of top draft prospects. I think before kind of everything really started, I think I was thinking Ace Bailey would be a dream if we were able to get a pick high enough. But I think as it goes on, I'm leaning towards VJ for sure. But yeah, we'll see. And we'll definitely get into more of that. Any opinions on the matter, Mal? No worries, not.
I don't know. Someone I seen on Twitter. Someone said like he sounded like the most Hornets player. Like, I see it. You may end up in a Hornets jersey, up to a bunch of tomfoolery out there.
Well, they can't do that. I'm honestly, I was honestly worried about the Sixers like stunning his growth enough, but like if he goes there, man,
he's gonna. That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, that'll happen for different reasons. Yeah, that'll be bad. There. Man, All right, well, everybody will say a prayer for Ace if he goes to the Hornets. Yeah, anything else we need to get off our hearts and minds before we head out?
Nada. OKC in 7.
All right. How you feeling about that, Mal?
I don't know. How he hurt? Let's get it over with.
Let's get it up. TJ McConnell legacy game coming up.
Facts. I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind that. That'll be fun to watch. All right. Let's get out of here. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember to say it again. Appreciate y'all. Peace.